My happiness is that I've been able to influence a lot of youths in my federal constituency and indeed the state at large to join politics. In fact, I have made people to realize that you don't need to have an address before you're successful in life. Why I'm saying this is because I have told you in my previous interview that my father was a teacher. So it's not as if I come from a very influential, very rich family and that's why I'm here today. It's not like that. So I always believe that if you have the courage, the determination, and God's favor, you will always be successful in life. A lot of people keep calling me that, look, your activities has made me to also think of joining politics or have decided to join politics. That's my happiness. So I am very happy that I am having feedback. At least my leadership role in that constituency at least has impacted on a lot of people. So this is something that I am really very, very much appreciative. Again, one thing that has made me happy is that the barrage of criticisms I get and commendations have transformed me to be a better person to who I am today. I will say without fear of contradiction that I am the most talked about politician in my federal constituency. It could be positive, it could be negative, but truth is that there's no joint, no place, no day that I am not the topic of discussion in my federal constituency. So that alone has also elated me. Each time I retire back home to sleep, I have always gotten the time to go through my Facebook pages, Twitter, Instagram, and also have time to watch news. So I try to read comments, negative comments, positive comments. So when I sit back, I reflect on some of these comments. I try to look at where I have some of these shortcomings. And these shortcomings, at the end of the day, I try to also make amends, try to correct them, and here I am today. It is criticisms and commendations that have made me a better person. So I really want to thank those constituents of mine who have already been criticizing me. I know their intention is not in bad faith. Their intention is to make me a better person. I will say that in the course of my politicking, I've realized that if you are contesting an election and during the electioneering campaign, you paste posters, and after a week or 2 days, none of your poster is torn, be rest assured that you are not likely to win that election. Don't go to sleep that, look, I have pasted my posters and it is intact, nobody has touched it. That means, my brother, you are not going anywhere. That man who pastes his poster in the morning and is torn in the afternoon, or soon after it is pasted, he matters in that constituency. So if you are being criticized, the person who is criticizing, even if he's doing it with an ill motive, he has successfully changed you and made you a topic of discussion, and in the process, you will also change. So I think this is a combination of things that has changed my life, and I don't take things personal. I can't remember when last I have replied to a criticisms. Anytime I see things in that I feel it's good, I take it. So I appreciate that. I think one of the most serious things that I worry about in my constituency is about sense of unity. I want to plead with my constituents, particularly youths, because we are a generation that people are looking up to us tomorrow. Let us not allow people to divide us. Let us not be seen that you are a bigot, an ethnic chauvinist, or you are an intolerable person, and people try to use those yardsticks to divide us. Let us not agree to that. Gone are the days when somebody who is very influential, who is very rich, whose family is highly respected, will be either out of the country or in Abuja or in any big city, and anytime he comes back home, anything he says becomes a law. I think, and it is such person, anything that comes out from such person's mouth, it is what people, he uses resources to divide us. This time has changed. Today, this is the positive aspect of social media. People in our villages, in the constituency that you think you are, you will go home and tell them what is happening. If you are not careful, they are even more knowledgeable than you in some of these areas, because while you are having challenge of trying to meet up with X and Y in the city, the man that doesn't have any challenges is 100% with his radio by his side and his handset. He is up to date. So don't claim that you come and tell them what is happening in the city. They know what is in the city probably more than us. So I want to plead with my constituents, particularly those of us that are very educated and enlightened. Let's put our differences aside. What is this that we want to achieve in our constituency? What is this that you think in the next few years, we need to achieve? We should not be thinking of what I want to achieve in just 4 years. After election, I go and another person comes. No, we must have a long-term plan of what we want to achieve. And regardless of whether I belong to a party or not, for now, I am your representative. If there's anything you think you can advise for the good of this constituency, always make it available to me. And I therefore want to finally say that politics is a very, very, very important game. We should always try to play it according to the rules, because no matter how long you will remain in office, you will always leave it one day. You either leave it on your own volition, or the people will ask you to leave, or God in infinite mercy will decide that the time has come. But even if it is one day, what have you been able to do within this one day? We cannot satisfy everybody. I have not seen any politician, any one single politician in the world that has not been criticized. I have not seen that. So you should accept criticism the way it comes. I thank you, the members of my constituency, for listening, and I thank everybody.